Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, then hi, my name is Liza and thank you for stopping by on the channel. So this is my first video of the new year and I'm so excited for what this year can bring. Like, don't want to plan too much because if we've learned something from last year, as much as you can plan, if God doesn't want it to go that way, it will go its own way. Yeah, I'm confused. 2020 left me ambushed, to say the least. It left us all bamboozled. But today I want to share with you some of my New Year's resolutions. I haven't done this before on my channel, mainly because I don't usually do New Year's resolutions. I did at the end of 2020 when it got a bit too much, where I was like, I need to have set goals that I can focus on so I can feel like I have a purpose. That's basically for me, that's why I've started doing these. So I've written my 2021 goals all up in here and I'll share them with you.
Whip it with it, hit me, double cup,
I've done 8 different categories so I can have focused goals for different aspects of my life and things that I want to achieve this year. So first one is, yeah, sorry if I'm looking down, my book is down here. Okay, so the first section is academics. Well, if you didn't know, no, I think you do know, but if you didn't know, then I'm a uni student studying chemistry. And basically I wanted to set some academic goals. I did this last year, well, at the end of the crisis of last year. My first one is to get only a 2-1 and above in coursework and assignments, like if that's tests or whatever, because I just feel like it's just good to have a high average in coursework in case of anything that goes wrong. Get a first overall at the end of this year. Get an internship. I really want to get an internship. Yeah, I just started applying, so hopefully I get one in the summer. Revise after each lecture. This one was going strong. However, you know, I feel like everyone can relate that you just lose motivation, especially with doing school at home. So I just want to get back into that, like revising after each lecture and putting in the time for that. The next goal is to stay on top of lectures so I'm not like drowning with so much things to do when it comes to revisions, that I already have some stuff, you know, that I've been revising along the way rather than doing a big revision at the end and like cramming everything. So the next goal, well, the next like resolution is the social setting, like social section, and this is to hang out with friends as much as I can. Basically with last year, it's just shown that like life is really unpredictable and like you should spend it with people that matter. And obviously with this whole system in place, well, in the UK we're like in different tiers where things are closed and you can only mix with your family or like your housemates and stuff. Whenever I can, whenever things get better or whenever there's an opportunity, I'll definitely hang out with my friends. I was planning to visit a couple of my friends at uni this year, well, last year, that beginning bit of the academic year last year, but it didn't work out because there were all of these COVID. I don't need to update you because you guys are living it too. The next thing is to keep in contact with people who are important. I feel like in general life can get busy, especially now with this whole thing, you know, this whole situation that we're in. Everyone is definitely overwhelmed within their own stuff and their own lives, and it's definitely, I've been more aware to like make the effort with people to keep in contact with them, because you just never know what can happen, and it's just good to just, you know, keep in contact with friends and just check if they're okay and like just keep an eye on each other, you know. in this crazy world. Yeah, so those are my social things. Just hang out with friends as much as I can and keep in contact with people that matter and that are important to me. So the next one is health. So health, this is kind of disgusting, but I've had this New Year's resolution since I was in like year 2, basically, is to stop like biting my nails. It's disgusting. You know what? Yeah, I do bite my nails, and I'm really trying not to do that. Go to bed early, because I really don't be going to bed early anymore. I used to be really good at it last year, in second year, but I don't know what happened. I think because last year I actually had to go to campus, so if I had a 9 AM I was definitely gonna sleep early. But I guess now, since everything's at home pretty much, if I have something at 9 AM I'll still go to bed really late, because I'm like, I can wake up a couple minutes before my lectures. I've been going to the gym for like the past couple years now, and whenever the gyms will be open, who knows at this point, but one of mine was to go to the gym 3 times, continue going to the gym like 3 times a week, which is what I normally do, 2 to 3 times a week. The next one, I'm more conscious about eating fruit now, because I don't really eat a lot of fruit. I've noticed when I go grocery shopping for uni, like whenever I remember I'll pick up some grapes, but that's about it. So I want to incorporate more fruit and maybe some more smoothies, since I have a blender as well. The other thing is to work on abs. The next thing is personal goals that I want to achieve. So one of them is start manifesting, because everyone's like, you know, it's the new craze, so I want to get into it, like manifesting things, and see how that goes for me. I want to buy a camera. That's the thing that's probably going to be like the next, like the first goal that I'm gonna achieve. So it's like, I want to buy a camera for YouTube once I reach 1k subscribers, because that'll be like a gift to myself, for like a well done for reaching 1k. So as soon as I hit 1k I'll buy a camera, and then I can upgrade my quality for you guys and really show you my dedication to this whole YouTube thing. So yeah, really excited to buy a camera, because I'm also tired of filming on my phone. Like, it's really annoying as well. Like, just this, it takes up a lot of storage, and just sometimes you just want to have your phone here to just check stuff, check the time or whatever. You're just really occupied once you have your phone on here to record everything. Working with a brand on YouTube, something that is incorporated with my channel, that relates to my channel, rather than accepting anything that, like, some random stuff that doesn't correlate to my channel, if you know what I mean. Like, just fashion stuff, or like jewelry, anything like that, skincare, anything like that. Just anything that's incorporated with my channel. So I want to focus on my own growth. Like, I've been doing that a lot, like not comparing myself to others anymore. I remember like in the first year of doing YouTube, I was really like comparing myself to people and being like, how come I haven't grown this much in comparison to other people? But I've just realized that it's literally your own journey, and it's gonna take however long it's gonna take. That's your journey, and it's unique to you. So no need to be looking at other people's journeys on YouTube, and focus on your own, and really focus on how you can make your channel better, rather than, you know, comparing yourself or your content to other people. So that's what I'm continuing to do. I've enforced that since last year, and continuing to do that, really, so I can really like focus on myself and my channel and how it can improve in that aspect. In a year's time, I would like to gain around 4k subscribers, so we'll see how that happens. You know, a year is a long time, anything can happen, so we'll see how that goes. And then another thing is more personal things. Like, this year I only want to speak to my mum in French, because I feel like I'm losing it a bit. So I'm not going to speak to her in English anymore, because I feel like I get really lazy about it, and now I've become more like self-conscious when I speak in French to like native French people, because I'm like, I'm just thinking, they must be thinking like I'm making a mistake, and like they're probably not understanding what I'm saying, but I'm just overthinking it, and I just should just speak because I am good at it, so I need to stop being self-conscious about it. The next goal is the subject of well-being. So in well-being, it's like stuff for myself, stuff that's gonna make me happy, and stuff for like self-nourishment and stuff like that. So one thing that I did start during like lockdown number 1 was meditating and doing yoga, and I really enjoyed that. So I want to incorporate that more now this year, because as soon as I went back to school, I didn't have enough time to do these things. So I want to really put that back into my morning routine and do like yoga stretches and stuff. Another thing is to go on walks more, so I can like just be out in the fresh air, rather, because it seems like the first couple months of this year we're going to be at home, so I'm just gonna go on walks and walk about and like really enjoy the fresh air and the little bit of freedom that we have to walk outside. So in quarantine, well, the very first one in March, I started journaling, and I've been doing it ever since. It was actually 2 of my friends, shout out to them, that like really brought journaling to my attention, where they were like, they're journaling during quarantine, like the first lockdown, to like really look back on it, to see in a couple years when they read back on their journal entries of how life was during a lockdown. And I was like, yeah, that's actually pretty a good idea. So I started doing it as well, and it's been really helpful as well, just to overshare to myself, if you know what I mean, just writing it down and letting it go, to just write your day-to-day life, like what happened that day, how you're feeling, what you're grateful for, and like what you want to achieve in the next couple years and stuff. So like you're just, you know, all these things are not like bogged up and taking space in your mind. The next thing is to take more naps. I've been doing that this academic year, taking more naps, because normally I'm not a nap person. Like I never take naps normally, because I'm like, I just physically can't do it. Like I just much rather wait till the end of the day to have a nap, so it doesn't like ruin my sleep at night. But like I really do like taking naps, I can't lie. I see where everyone's out at. People that take naps, they know something. They know the key to like a good rested life, if you know what I mean. Like taking naps, it just really recharges you. And sometimes if you're really tired, don't fight the sleep. That's what I've been doing the past how many years. Don't fight the sleep, just sleep. And don't feel guilty of taking a nap because you have some work to do. Take the nap, girl. Oh boy. So the next thing is spend less time on my phone, and I've been kind of good at this. Well, I guess when I'm at uni, I don't really have enough time to be on my phone because I'm doing work, doing lectures at labs. So my screen time is normally really low on those days, like 4 to 5 hours, but on the weekends it jumps all the way up to like 10 hours, and I really want to keep that down because life is not always being on your phone. The next category is God. So I would like to, you know, study the Bible this year, you know, really get into the Bible chapters and like read it more and get closer to God, because I feel like growing up so far, my relationship with God has been like through my parents. Like I haven't actually had a relationship with God personally, because it's like that was like my culture, like my upbringing is to go to church, pray, you know, get read some Bible stories before bed. Like that's been my culture. It's been like ingrained with me. So my relationship with God has been like through my family and my parents, if you know what I mean. So I haven't really had a personal relationship with God, and that's what I've been trying to build for the past like 2 years, and that's like my journey to get closer to God. Like it's still ongoing, and yeah, I just want to work on that, you know, so I can feel his love personally and come to that realization on my own rather than with my parents and my family, if you get what I mean. So the second to last section is finance. So I've been really good at saving money. Well, I guess because we haven't gone anywhere, so there's nowhere to really spend money, but like this lockdown and like the pandemic has been really good for me to save money because I haven't been going out as much, if you know what I mean. If you guys can relate, then you know, like this video, because I haven't spent a lot of money and I actually enjoy, now that I've realized, I actually enjoy having money in my bank account, you know what I mean? Like just seeing that money in my bank account is just satisfying. So it's like whenever I want something, I can buy it and still have money left over, so I'm not like just, you know, I'm not spending my last coins on something, so I can buy stuff and still have money left over and be satisfied. So that's where the bag's at, girls. That's where the bag's at, ladies, is to save your money. So I have a target on how much I want to save, but I'm not gonna disclose that because that's personal. Yeah, so just continue saving. That's for finance. Yeah, but whatever I want, I'ma get it. Whatever I want, I'ma get it. That's me. But I'ma still save at the same time. The last subsection of my goals, like fun stuff, is to continue collecting trainers. So I've been really into, you know, shoes. With me, I've always been a shoe person. Yeah, shoes and clothes. Shoes especially because it's like I'm grown. I'm gonna stay the same size, so it's like I can buy as much shoes as I want and it's not going to be a silly purchase. I know that in one of my, what was it? My Court Purple shoe review, someone was like, show a sneaker haul or like a sneaker collection, and I'll do that like in a year's time once I've continued doing what I'm doing. Like I have a good set amount now, but I know that there's like more releases that I want to get. So stay tuned for that in the end of this year. We'll see how big my collection is. So the next thing is more me time. So whatever that is, whatever I discover that I really like for myself, like spending time with myself, then that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm all about me this year, just doing things that make me happy and in self-enriching and, you know, the personal growth this year. Yeah, read more books. I want to read a new book each month. Let me get the book that I'm reading. So I got this book, Love in Colour, by Bolu Babalola, who is a Nigerian author. So yeah, supporting black girls in their grind. So yeah, this is written by a black British author. Really, really good book. So this book is about mythical tales around the world. So they're like a collection of short stories. Yeah, I'm reading this so far. I got this last week or so. Yeah, so I've read this much so far. I feel like I'm definitely gonna finish this before the end of January, but like I'm not gonna put too much pressure on myself, so I said read a new book each month. The last thing is I want to go back to swimming. So I've been swimming my whole life. Like I really, really enjoy swimming. Like that's my favorite thing to do. Like I love water, the ocean. Like I get really passionate about it. Like I really love swimming. So, you know, I just want to be where I'm happy, because like whenever I go on holiday and like I'm at the beach, like that's my happy place, like in the ocean, just swimming. So I want to get back into like swimming, so just like go by the local pool and like just do laps, you know, and like really like get my joints working as well. I feel like me swimming will be really good. But the break that I had from swimming has been really good for my natural hair though, because the chlorine in the pool, it does not mix well with natural hair. So this is the end of this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and gave you some ideas for New Year's resolutions. So I'll see you in my next video and hope you have a blessed 2021. Nothing but greatness, positive vibrations your way, and hope you are happy all year round.